Hello guys, I don't even know how to start this video. In fact, this is probably like take 1 of 100, I'm assuming, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get the first take and it'll be like perfection. Anyways, I'm super hyped, which is why this video is gonna seem a little bit unhinged. Sorry, not sorry, it's just me, it's who I am, whatever. I don't like to script. I do sometimes when I have to, but when I make videos for clients or whatever, I have to be more scripted. And so this is kind of like my free space, my free zone to just like do whatever I want, say whatever I want within reason. So anyways, not scripted, all the things, not good at doing a hook to get you in and all that. I don't care. I just don't care about that stuff. Here's the deal. Over the weekend, today's Monday, yesterday was Mother's Day. So that means on Saturday, I'm watching these like videos on how to like landscape a yard and all these things because we were gonna sell our house. Now we're not gonna sell our house because we're in a really good interest rate, if you know, you know, and we really don't want to trade that for double the payment, less of a house. Anyways, the point of the video. As I'm doing this, I had Chatty, that's what we call ChatGPT in my house. I had Chatty design our front yard, right? I told it what like I was looking for, and we already have a trampoline and a tree house, and so I wanted to still have that in there. But I just have like this idea of like this whimsical kind of old lady-esque yard. I want the cute little signs, and I want like a little gnome, and I want the cute painted rocks, and I just want all the things. I want it to look like a fairy house, but for an average size human being as myself. So with that being said, I took a picture of my front yard and I was like, design me the most amazing front yard, whatever. I said something better, but anyways, it developed this beautiful front yard that we have all been kind of like going nuts over. Actually, I did this about like 2 weeks ago, and I sent it to my husband when he was out of town, and he loved it. I loved it. Kids loved it. We all loved it. We were all like just amazed at how well Chatty did. Okay, so fast forward to Saturday. Let me breathe for a second. You guys, I had my iPad out and I had that photo, and then I took a new photo of my front yard. We just gotten some dirt delivered to do some of these projects, and I was like, gosh, I wish I could take those elements that Chatty had created in that new image so that I can kind of like move them around on my front yard to kind of build something more realistic, because it was beautiful, but it wasn't quite right? So I wanted to be able to do that. So I asked Chatty, I'm like, can you take these elements and just regenerate them as separate elements, like the bushes and the florals and the walking path or whatever else was on there? Can you make them individual elements? And Chatty asked me a most beautiful question, moment of silence. Chatty asked me if I wanted it to be PNG files with a transparent background. And Chatty has never asked me this before. In fact, I have prompted Chatty to do this before, and it could give me a white background or a solid color background or, you know, whatever, but it could never do a transparent background. So it populates an image that's really cool, but it has the checkered background that simulates, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it makes it look like it's going to be transparent, but then you download it, it's not actually transparent because it has all the checkered nonsense or whatever. But you guys, I downloaded it and it had a transparent background. What? It had a transparent background. Now that's not even the coolest part. It's not even the coolest part. Wait, just don't go anywhere. That's not even the coolest part, you guys. Then my brain was super awesome that day. Okay, rude. Millie. Then my brain was super awesome that day, even though I wasn't on my ADHD meds, and my brain was like, Epiphany, what if you just took a photo of something, anything, and you asked it to create a PNG file out of that? Could it do it? The answer is yes. It could do it. It did the whole thing. It literally did it so perfectly that I didn't even have to ask it to fix it. It did it perfectly. So my idea for the video was, oh my God, I'm going to take them out in the world and I'm going to show them how we can take a picture of like a lake and a tree and I don't know, a store. Like imagine a little PNG clip art of Target. Okay. Anyway, so, and then a duck and then a moose. And then I just had all these, oh my God, I didn't do a moose. I just had a moose in my yard. We're doing that. Anyway. Okay. So I had all these ideas, but then I woke up today, Monday, and there is construction people all over my house because, well, not all over my house, but I live on a corner. Okay. So I take up a good chunk of this little neighborhood, and there's people all over the place because they're creating a wider road, even though it's a gravel road and creating ditches. Even though my lot has a ditch, everyone else needs to have a ditch, apparently, and something called a culvert, or I don't know, something like that. They're doing something. So my whole idea of like leaving my home was derailed. So I'm like, crap. So there goes that idea of taking you out and about in the world of Alaska, but maybe we'll do that another time. So instead, I was like, screw this, no planning whatsoever. I get out my cell phone and I just start recording, and I will insert that in just a second. But here's what we were gonna do. I walked around my upstairs and I took a video, and we're gonna walk around and I'm going to take screenshots while I'm recording of certain elements in my upstairs. And then we're gonna turn them into PNGs. And at the end, we're going to talk about all the different things I can think of in like 5 seconds because I haven't prepared, but my brain has just been going insane, okay? I even did this with the dump truck. Guys, I did it with the dump truck. You could barely even see it. And Chatty did a whole clip art of the dump truck. It looked real. It looked like a real... I can't even. So after we're done doing this little fun little walk around my upstairs, we're gonna turn them all into clip arts together so you can see the magic happen live. And then we're gonna talk about what this could mean for us in digital designs and online, and like aside from being able to like move stuff and on Procreate and create my own little thing for my own, you know, happiness, this can be huge, and we're just really scratching the surface on what this can do. Let's go on a little journey around my house.
Okay, we are in the middle of a renovation, okay? But, so just ignore everything in the background, even though you won't. So, I'm thinking this right here, right? Like a little bouncer, the little bouncer for my granddaughter. So I'm going to snap a little picture of that, okay? And then I was like, oh my God, what about a couch? So let's get a little picture of the couch. While I'm doing this, by the way, I'm just doing screenshots. I'm like, oh my God, the turtle. What if we could do like a cool PNG of Joe? Let's go out here. Oh, I know. We can flip it up like that. Okay, so now let's get the baby swing. Okay, and then get this chair. Try to get the whole chair. Ooh, what about the rug? It's a cute rug. This is gonna be the weirdest video that y'all have ever seen. Wind chimes. Let's do wind chimes. Let's do this one. That's a cute wind chime, right? Okay, wind chime. All right, I think that's pretty good. Like my tire planters, trying something. Don't judge. I'm trying literally anything. Excuse my mess, I am human. Oh, okay, here we go. What about the TV or the sign?
We're back. Okay, how fun was that? Also, if you are judging the look of my home, be nice. Mondays and Tuesdays are recording days for my world, which means I only work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and the rest of those days are for cleaning. And well, I'll get to it. Rude. Anyway, now it's time to pop all of those. I'm gonna actually move all of those images over to Drive, and then I'm gonna meet you in Chatty, and we are going to just do this side by side together and see exactly what it pops out. And you guys, you're not even ready. You are not prepared. You're not prepared. Maybe go get a drink or a snack. Just wait. You'll see. Just wait. All right, we are in Chatty. I have uploaded all of my images that I took and I put them on Google Drive because I have a PC and an iPhone and they don't like communicate that way. I have everything downloaded from my Drive and I have like flipped the photos. They came in vertical and I wanted them to be horizontal. So that's all I've done. That's all you've missed. Now we are on ChatGPT. So I wanted to show you that I'm not using a GPT that I have created or that I did anything special to whatsoever. This is just me going with a brand new chat. I am using a ChatGPT 4.0 and that's it. That's all I've done. I have absolutely nothing pre-made or anything, and I have the $20 a month membership. That's it. We are going to pick one of the images that we took. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them in order, but we'll see. We'll probably forget which one we took a photo of. So we're going to go to click on add photos. And I'm going to grab one. Oh, look at that. I could have just added from Google Drive. See, look at that. I didn't even know that. Learned something. Anyways, let's go ahead and add. So I'm gonna grab, okay, so we got Littlefoot's, Littlefoot is what I call my granddaughter. We have Littlefoot's Bouncer. Just in case anybody's curious, she does not live with us, but we have plenty of space here, and it was kind of always our dream as Grammy and Pappy, when we became one, that we would have our own like room and our own stuff for all of our grandkids when they came to visit, so that they always just felt like it was also like a home away from home. So anyways, different video, but Just in case anyone's curious, no, she doesn't live with us, but you know, we like to have things out, and we just had her over. So we're gonna use her bouncer, and I'm just going to type in, can you create a PNG file with a transparent background? Now, I wonder if I even have to say PNG file, or if I even have to say with a transparent background, since technically a PNG file has a transparent background. We'll test that. So let's just go, can you create a PNG file with a transparent background of only the baby bouncer in the photo? Okay, and then we're going to click on the arrow basically to generate. So keep in mind, I'm doing this with you. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's gonna be pretty lame if it doesn't work because it's worked every other time I've done it off camera, but we'll see what happens. I'm so excited. This does take longer than the other version to create an image, but it's no comparison to what it's able to do. And it always does this, like it always looks kind of bluish, and then all of a sudden, it's something different, but always it'll do this and I'm like, oh, it's not doing it right. That's not even close to what I want. And then there it goes. So with this one, I'm going to do it in real time, but the video would be really long if we did this with oh my God, it's working. This is so, look at that. I love how it's just creating itself. I can't. This is so freaking crazy. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna let it do its thing in real time so you get an idea of how long it takes. But when we do the other ones, I'm going to make sure that our editor, thanks Jordan, that she cuts at a point. It'll fast forward all of that for you. Okay, look, oh my God. Okay, so then when we hover over it, look at this. Just proving that it's an effing PNG file. It's a freaking PNG file. And let's go back and look at the picture. Okay, so it got a little bit confused, obviously, about this shape, which is understandable. This is actually like an alligator, but since it can't see the top of it at all, so it's just guessing what this shape is. So when it knew, it created it, and what it didn't know, it just guessed. So I'm loving that. But anyways, yeah, this is like an alligator from the top down, and it kind of tilts back and forth. But look at how, like, this is just crazy to me. How, like, even the color, look at that. It's so close. Like, it's so close. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is crazy. All right, so we're gonna download this one. All right, so let's go on to the next one. So the next one we did was, I don't know if we did all the indoor things first or whatever, but let's do the rug, the outdoor rug that I have. Now that I've already given it a prompt before, I'm going to just keep it quicker. Is this the rug or the chair? We'll just do the rug. Can you create a PNG out of just the yellow rug in this photo? This is just so crazy to me. Sometimes you're going to get this. So it wants feedback, which is great because it's just going to give you 2 responses anyway, and you're going to pick which one is the best. And it's just learning from the feedback that you give it. I actually don't like either one of these, but I'd say this one's the closest. So we'll choose this one. So the reason I don't love this one is just because it does look like a rug, but it didn't, you get what I'm saying? Like, it didn't give it the edge or anything like that. So that's kind of a lose, but we could go and make a response to this one and then make it look more like a rug if we wanted to. But let's move on to the next photo. All right, so add photo. That's right, Littlefoot swing. Okay, let's do create a PNG file of just the baby swing. Okay, I feel like this one's gonna be so cute. And what a cute PNG that would be. I'm really crossing my fingers that this one works. Oh my gosh, it even got the hooks. So freaking cool. I just can't. It's just so cool. This is the cool stuff that AI can do. It's like when you're a kid and you can't believe that that's even possible. Like when they first came out with the first iPhone, like it was like mind blowing that it could even do that. Oh my God. I actually love that it didn't get the logo, because if we were to use this for any type of selling or whatever, we would have to remove that logo anyway. This is so cool. I mean, it literally, it's perfect. Let's look at our reference right here. And then it just created the whole swing. This is insane. Like, think if you wanted to create like a bundle right? Like you could get all these different photos from your place or from other places, your own photos, and then you could pop it in there, and you could create your own like little backyard, I don't know, backyard something or other bundle or daycare bundle, or like, I just am thinking about, oh, my brain is kind of on fire. We're gonna download this one. And is this conversation helpful so far? Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go on to our next one. This one I'm excited about because I want to know what it does with my old crusty, dusty, nasty ass couch. I try to make my couch last as long as possible. This is the second couch we ever got in Alaska. It was only $100. It was used. It was all the things, but it fit all of us at the time. And so we got it. And now we live in a tri-level, bi-level, I don't know what kind. It would just be such a pain in the ass to take it out and then bring up a new one that we just haven't. Even though we can, we haven't. So I put blankets or pillows or random things on it to make it better than it is, but it's absolutely awful. So I want to see what it does for my couch. Can you please create a PNG out of the couch? Like, think of how cute a living room PNG would be, or if you went to like an antique shop and you took photos of different antiques or things, you could do an antique bundle. There's just so many different things. And also, we aren't giving it any prompt as far as style. So think of that. We are just asking for a PNG. So it's making a realistic-ish version of a PNG file of what we're asking. But like, we're not telling it to do watercolor, or I can't think of another thing, or like cartoon or hand-drawn, or, you know, we're not giving it any specifications, just doing. So the ideas and the options are just endless. It's so cool. I also love the idea of like, what if you're making like a storybook or something, and you're using, let's say, your granddaughter Littlefoot as like a character, you know? I could take a picture of her playing, or a picture, you know, and I could create a whole little book, and I could create that for her, and it would just be so freaking cute. I just have all these different like ideas coming. Okay, it's actually making my couch look way better, which that's something. I love my little blanket. Like it really does look like that. This is crazy. My couch looks way better like that, actually. Wow. What in the world? You guys, look at this. Okay, this is the picture it referenced. That's it. So these are my newish pillows, right? They are a green shade. This is my couch. Like, you can see the wood here and the wood here, but you see how it's just like, I don't know, it pills, okay? And then this is a new little blankie I got. So it did make it a little bit strange. It looked like there was like carrots or something, but considering what it had to go off of, okay, with the poor lighting and all the things, like this is just a screenshot from the video we were taking together earlier. And it got this. What? What? I am blown away, way blown away. We're on a roll. Let's keep going. All right, next up we have, oh no, I'm leaving that one for last. I'm leaving Joe for last. Okay, you know that Joe the turtle that's gonna be the best one. I just feel like it's gonna be the best one. Okay, let's go for, so I did that one. Oh, let's go for the chair, the Adirondack chair or whatever. I don't even know what it was. It was on sale. Just the chair, please. Oh my God, I could do a YouTuber bundle. I could take a picture of like my camera, my setup, my lighting. I could do a whole cute little cartoon thing of my office. But no, I could do like a whole little YouTube clip art bundle with keyboard and a mouse and little headphones, and oh my gosh. If you have something right now in the comments to add, like start adding it, or have a pen and paper and just start writing them down. You're gonna forget. I'm telling you, I wanna know all your ideas, like not to steal them, okay? If you're worried about that, then don't put it in the comments. But I just wanna know, like, what is the first thing that you would wanna take a picture of and have it create a PNG out of? Let me know, because I am jonesing to like go on a hike, right? And just take pictures of Alaska. I just like imagine like the mountains. I could take a picture of Alaska and it could just create PNG files. This is perfect. Look at this. Look at, that's literally the chair. That's literally my chair. I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. Like out of this whole picture, you guys, like think about I mean, don't get me wrong, like on the flip side, the intelligence of it is let's face it, like, okay, I'm not going to go on a tangent of how smart this is and what the capabilities are for people who have more access than we do. Let's not go there. Let's enjoy what we have. Instead of it focusing on literally every other aspect of this photo, it heard the word chair, it listened to the word chair, and then it just focused on that. This is insane to me. We're living in such a cool freaking time. Wow. Never in a million years did I think I was going to be able to take a picture of something and then have my computer be able to turn it into like a sticker. What? I can't. Think about this. Like, if you ever scrapbook back in the day, me and my mom got really into scrapbooking back in the day, and we would scrapbook for hours. Like, think about what we could have done. We could have done like me and my dad and my siblings on the raft. We could have had like a cool little clip art or something. I mean, we would have gone absolutely apeshit over it. Honestly, we would have gone crazy. Instead, we were like licking our fingers and like pulling on the edges of that one paper that like frays and looks cool, and then making a little border or using the scissors that make the cool border. But this is next level. I feel like I earned this. That's how I feel. Oh, this new generation, like, this is just gonna be normal. Imagine their PowerPoint presentations for school. Yeah, let me just take a picture of me out in the world and then put it in there as a PowerPoint for a presentation and have it be clip art, and then just like, no, I can't. Okay. Next, what do we got? Oh, we have two more, and then we have Joe. Now this one is interesting because I wasn't able to get like all of the stuff that was hanging down, but I really wanted to focus on the cuteness of like the mason jar, type of wind chime. Wind chimes are like my favorite thing in the whole land. So create a PNG for this mason jar style wind chime. I wanted to say mason jar style wind chime because I don't know if it would be able to tell that it was a wind chime by the photo, because I'm kind of losing the wind chime portion that's coming down. So we'll see how we're gonna do. Okay. It didn't get the spout. Didn't get the spout, which is understandable. It was kind of at a weird angle. So now that it didn't have that bottom, it's guessing what it looked like. And it's pretty close to looking like that, as you can see in our video, but it's not quite like that. So let's compare. Okay, so it got this floral element, the sunflower. It didn't get the butterfly, but that's pretty hard to see. And it got like this, but it didn't get that it was a handle and a watering can spout. And it didn't get these beads. I'd say it did pretty good though. I mean, that's actually really beautiful and really cool. I could see using this in a lot of different ways. I love it. We're gonna download that too. Next up, we have my TV. Or should we do my sign? Let's do my sign. I don't know how it's gonna do with text, and that says Osborne Farmhouse, established 2019. I don't know if it's gonna be able to tell that that's what that says. Do the sign above the TV. I mean, it did pretty good. Obviously, it looks different, but look, it even knew that it was wood. This is a piece of our siding that we had removed because we turned our garage into 2 other bedrooms. So it even knew that it was a piece of wood. It literally is spelled right. I just keep looking to make sure, and it spelled it right. I don't know if you know this, but Chatty doesn't usually do very good with text. It tends to mess it up. So this new version is just next level. Obviously, it's cut off here, so we could, ask it to do something different. But I'm literally amazed. I cannot believe it was able, out of this, all of the different content that's going on in this photo, and there's a lot, basically all the junk that makes a family a family. And it still got that. That's absolutely crazy to me. Okay, we have our last one, and that is Joseph. All right, so let's find Joe. Okay, so how are we going to ask it to do this? Create a PNG of the turtle in his habitat. I feel like it's a really good photo. It's obvious that that's a turtle. So we'll see what it comes up with. This is going to be so cool. My son is going to love this because Joe is his. Joe has the funniest story, by the way. He comes from Florida. He's at least 30. He was not supposed to make it here to Alaska, but he did. And he was meant to go back to Florida, but it didn't happen for him, and there were no rehabbers that could handle him at the time. And we got him after his first family grew up. They had him as little ones, and then they grew up, moved out, and he really likes little kids, and he likes to go out and play in the grass and be out and about. And so he spends a lot of time out of his habitat. It's got a pretty great story, that Joe. He loves to be the center of the room. He absolutely loves it. This here is his heat lamp, and this here is like a lamp that like does like his shell or whatever. It helps the health of his shell or something like that. Oh my God, there's Joseph. Don't mind my dog in the background if you can hear her. Oh my gosh, he looks so cool. Look at that. It even like made it look like glass and everything. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the cord. Look at that. This is the cord behind the tank. So he's obviously more detailed in person, but this is really cool. I'm so impressed. Okay, this totally makes me think of Wonder Pets right now. Okay, we're gonna download. Now let's go ahead and, where should we go? Let's go over to Canva. Let's go over to Canva and we'll pop all of these in to like some sort of page so you can see that they are really PNGs with transparent backgrounds. I'm geeking out. Can you tell? I'm just so excited. All right, let's go over to Canva. All right, here we go. So we are in Canva, obviously. I just did a canvas of 3600 by 3600 pixels because that's my jam. And here are all our PNG files on the side. I've just uploaded them in. That's all I had to do. So here, right here is our chair. Oh my gosh, this is so cool to me. It's just so cool. Here's our chair. Here's my couch. Oh my God, it's so cool. Here's my couch. Here's Littlefoot's bouncer. This is so neat. Okay, and then my rug. This is so cool. Here's Joe. Here's Joe just hanging out. That's so cute. Okay, we're gonna add a page. Here's Littlefoot's swing. And then here's my farmhouse sign. And finally, oh, there we go. There is the wind chime. This is seriously so cool, you guys. You guys, I had the most fun making this video and showing you guys how you can make these PNGs. And it's just, I feel like I have so many ideas. I'm gonna write them down so that I don't forget, but I wanna hear what your guys' ideas are. Like, what are the things that your brain was like, oh my gosh, I wonder, like, let me know down below what your brain is doing right now. Like, do you have a specific style that you wanna try out with this? Or is it made you think that, oh, I wonder if I could do this? Like, I wanna know where you're at. What are you thinking about this? I want to know all the things. I wish so bad that we could just talk back and forth. I gotta figure out how to do a live. This would have been a really cool one to do live. Maybe we'll do a live of something similar to this, but sometimes I just really want to ask you a question and just have you answer, but we can't because it's a pre-recorded video. But anyways, I had a blast making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned something. I hope you're gonna get in there and try it. I don't have any idea if it works on the free version. I don't even know what the free version has to offer. If it were me and you wanted to test it out, I would pay the 20, okay? I know that times are tough, but I would just do 20 for just 1 month. Give it a try. At least try it. You know, see if it's something that you're gonna wanna do, because you can cancel it. It's really easy to cancel. I've canceled it before thinking I wanted to try a different platform, and I just went back. But I would definitely give it a try. I think it's so cool. I don't know, like I said, if you can use it on other versions or if you get the 4.0 version of ChatGPT as a freebie user. I'm not sure, but you can let me know that as well down below if you want to. I had a total blast making this video. Hope you guys had a great time watching this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It's super helpful for the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already and you want to, please consider subscribing and hit the bell so that you get notified every single time I post a video every Wednesday and Saturday, right? Wednesday and Saturday. Every Wednesday and Saturday, it will let you know that my video has gone live. So thank you all so much for being here and for watching, and go out there, go design a life you love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.